pretty decent weather. Already got a concrete truck out here before we get the garage slab poured. Yeah, last season. Apron wider. Actually ended up going 9 foot 9 inches. So our garage door is 9 foot wide, and give it that 4.5 on each side because our casing lined up perfect on our legs over there. The old slab is a slight pitch towards us. We're always pouring against concrete. Expansion around the edges, poly underneath. We got rigid foam underneath. We even got rigid foam on the vertical. On the foundation wall. It goes about 8 feet down. Yeah, sorry. No coffee today for you, Mike. As you can see, we got our AZAC light blocks here. So these are electrical light fixtures. They are a little bit bigger than what this is actually, even though they're copper caps there. That cap will be hidden. Keeps everything nice and tight and dry. Tell you what, Dave is one of the best flat work guys that I have worked with. His slabs are really flat and nice. They make my life so much easier. Feed them all the info, just do their thing. JD's framing this out. Just like I mentioned, we're still gonna end up having to rip these end rafters. He's still trying to get his head around it a little bit, because it is a funky detail, but it's getting all these big return gables in first. We got a flat seam copper. We're actually gonna have to get our flat seam copper on first, so we're probably gonna have to make like a template just to see how that rafter tail is gonna have to get cut before then. Then our roofers are gonna be out here later this week on Thursday, they were saying. Had to run to another job for a bit. Always try and be a little flexible with some of my subs, just a little. I know that when I get them in early as I can, but if they gotta wrap something else up, let them do that so that way they don't have to yank out later. Greg is getting some window prep done. So as you just saw JD over there, he's getting our window bucks on and things wrapped. We have a funky detail for these windows. This is the Arcata metal series and our still dry pans, which actually makes it a little complex. Still dry pans. The biggest thing is this part here. They pack up the windows so much, so we make sure that we get our sills really close. Like I mentioned before, we're marking our actual unit number, our head height, because of different heights, our rough opening, marking a line there, getting everything set exactly the way it needs to be. And that is also because we have a different window company putting in all the windows for us, and they want everything prepped, which I'm okay with because then we know it's right. Getting prepped for windows continues. A couple locations, window bucks, some areas don't. And me and my crew will actually get our pans on and stuff prepped for the window guys next week. Slacking on video, been busy, which is really good. We are super busy, but here you can see now you got your drain fields. So like I said, the pump tank is your lowest point. So when that is activated, that'll pump up to all the fields. And then if there is any excess water, it just runs back, basically, is how they're set up. And then the pump tank will then tie into the solid tanks a little bit further up the hill. So it's basically all gravity fed for the most part until it gets to the pump tank. And it's pretty common. They don't really allow a gravity field into your leach fields anymore. because then you could be overdoing your leach fields. So at least you got your pump holding tank, and then that pumps out into the system. Rain finally stops. The guys are getting more WRB on. We're almost done all the roof flares. As I mentioned, the roofers will be back. Continue papering. It's got a pretty deep sewer here. We knew that because we're full rain to daylight. Down there you can't see, but we've got our stub out from our house. So we already got the drain field complete. We've already got stuff completed for our pool house sewer. So we're gonna have a pressure test later on today with our inspector. All right, as you can see, we've been prepping for windows. A couple details. We got our head flap. We've got our bucks, which right here, we've got window buck for the stone. So we are wrapping all the openings first. Even underneath the sill dry pan has some of the WRB. Then we're even trimming down our sill dry pan for the overall width and the depth. So that way our units are 2 1/4, which are a lot smaller than your average. We don't want our pan extending past that, because that way we back foam this and caulk all this. We also cut the height of these as well for one major reason. Our cast stone sills and even our boral sills, they have a certain width. They butt into this unit, so in reality you have a leak point there, which will be sealed off, but still we're even going to add copper that will tuck under here and kick all the way out to the face of stone underneath of all these sills. A little extra detail. Getting a lot of this additional framing in now. So these are our platforms, our theater area. Getting our interior framing in now. Studded everything out in the basement.